I got the Remington blower going out there for heating the engine, and what I do, after about a half hour and a few times of moving it around there a little bit, I'll go to the other side, close this cowling, and open the other side and heat that side of it up. And as you can see, I've got the generator going out there, and that's heating the cabin and the battery area, basically under the seat there, to get the battery a little warmer. And as you can see, I just got some pillows stuck in the front out here. Those other things that they've got, they're you know, the ones you buy that's sort of custom fit. Well, yeah, that's fine, but they cost money, and I just got some old pillows that I had hanging around, and I stick those in there, and they seem to do their thing. So quite happy with that, and that's kind of keeps the air from escaping through the front when I do blow it in. So anyway, I just have to remember to take them out. Okay, that's what I've got, folks. It's a likewise, it's one of those tile heaters. There's no actual red hot stuff comes through there, just the tile just kind of heats up. And I just aim that sort of towards my battery because it kind of gets cold soaked. And it's I just set it on max heat, max fan. It's sitting right underneath the by where my back seats are, and it just kind of blows it in that battery area. So anyway, that's what I've got to heat up the cabin and the battery. So let's get out there now, because if we don't get out there, things will start getting cold soaked again. Okay, let's go flying. I don't know. Here I thought flight plan go gave me a. I figured it out myself, but I guess I'm gonna have to get back to them because it's still not working right. So let me just try something else here. Let's try layers. Yeah, I got sectionals on, United States, Canada. Yeah, that's all okay. Okay, let's try the downloads. Yeah, Calgary. Somewhere along the line, Winnipeg disappeared. Anyway, we'll try it again here. Okay. App will now restart. App, and then it just keeps on losing it. Oh, now I got it. Now that is weird. Except some of the other maps are missing, but that's okay. I don't need them anyway. Okay, might as well get going here. Yeah, we get quite a few flying schools use Vulcan. Like the guys from Springbank, they do a little cross country from Springbank to here that might take them just over a half hour, depending what kind of aircraft they're flying. But
And they'll do a few touch and goes here and then head on back. Or they'll come from Okotoks or High River. We've even had them come up from Lethbridge, although I haven't seen too many of them recently. Okay, so I'm going to be doing my run up now once I get on the tarmac out here. Okay, did all that.
Runway 34, open traffic, Bravo, Brown November.
Run up, seatbelts secure, seatbelts are on, seats are secure. Flight controls free and correct. Avionics 122.8. GPS is on. Transponder's on standby. Okay, so let's do the old run up here. Left and right mag are all within limits there. Carburetor heat. Got a drop. And an increase. Vacuum. I got at least 5. Oil temperature's coming up nicely. Okay, the ammeter is amping.
Traffic, Bravo November, open way 34 for the circuit.
Circuit breakers are all in. Okay, take off. Elevator. Okay. Flaps, fuel pump, that's to come. Fuel selector is on the fullest. On the left tank. Lights as required, doors. Okay, that's all good. Okay, fuel pump and lights to come. Welcome traffic, Cherokee Charlie November, taxiing from the ramp. We'll be using runway 34. We'll advise taxiing to position. Welcome traffic, Cherokee Charlie November.
Welcome traffic, this is Foxtrot Bravo November on the last downwind, runway 34. And I think I'll let you take off first, yeah?
Okay, we checked the downwind traffic and Charlie November's taxiing to position, runway 34. And it'll be a right-hand turnout, eastbound.
Yeah, roger, check that.
Runway 34, that's what it says there. And we're ready to go here. Charlie November, departing runway 34, right-hand turnout, climbing to 5,500 initially. Okay, airspeed's alive. Everything's in the green here, 60.
This is Foxtrot Bravo Brown November on the final runway 34.
Welcome traffic, Cherokee Charlie November is airborne off 34. We're in the right turn, just climbing through 4,000 feet. And we'll be climbing to 5,500. We'll be eastbound. Welcome traffic, Charlie November. It looks like it's another good day today.
Over the field in about 30 seconds. Alright, perfect. That should leave me enough room. I'm just descending on the west side of the airport. Perfect, sounds good. Go Mike Whiskey, got you guys to say.
Okay, I can flick the fuel pump on, off. Still have fuel pressure.
We got just a passing area now, 500 feet above. Golf Mike Whiskey with traffic.
Welcome traffic, Charlie November. We're 5 east of the field, just climbing through 4,800 for 5,500, and we're clearing en route. Welcome traffic, Charlie November.
Open traffic, this is Foxtrot Bravo November on the left downwind runway 34.
Oak traffic, this is Nick Charlie X-ray joining right downwind.
Everybody's flying today. Got to make sure all this stuff is plugged in out here. Sometimes I forget to plug everything in. And I've had trouble with my my Sony camera. I'm not quite sure what it is. We'll find out obviously today. The voice end of it is garbled. Now I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's got something to do with my headset. That the batteries are kind of weak. But let me just do a test on it. It's testing good, so hopefully it'll be all right. I've got both sounds on, or both audios. The audio's on my Verb as well, and the audio on that's usually pretty good. But the Sony, the one that's over my shoulder here, that's just hooked up to the, well, it's suction cup is on the lens of the cabin light. Okay, we're just coming up to 5,500, so we'll start leveling off here. And we'll let her kind of settle here a bit. Well, might as well pull her back because I'm at her burning about 11 gallons an hour in the climb here. That's 11 gallons US. No use wasting all that fuel. Okay, now I'll start leaning her back a bit. Watch my cylinder head temperatures here. That's right here. Oh, she did a little burp there. Okay, there we are in cruise. Flaps are up, fuel pumps are off, throttle is set, mixture set, trim, out, lights as required, and we'll just monitor the fuel balance. I don't know about you guys, I usually like using my left tank. I like using my left tank because because I'm sitting on this side, so you know, I kind of go left tank for takeoff initially, like when I've got her full, and then you know, I'm on there for about an hour, then I switch to the right tank for about an hour. And the most that I've ever flown with this is just coming up to 4 hours. I got to get out then because I get pretty stiff. You know, when you're 75 years old, you get stiff. So your back starts hurting and your legs get, yeah, they get all bungled up. So what are we doing here now? Doing 107 knots. And we're just coming up to Lake McGregor here. And we'll just fly down Lake McGregor here, all the way down the end, right into the sun. Actually, it's 4 degrees outside up here. It was -4 on the ground. So let's take a look here. We're at 5,500 and we're on the plus side. So my true airspeed is 125. Well, it's 125 miles an hour on the that scale, I guess. So there's my cylinder head temperatures. I'll just go through them here. Number 1 is 387. Number 2 is 373. Number 3 is 374. And number 4 is 367. And I've got her leaned out. I'm burning, so there you see, burning 8.5 US gallons an hour. And then I can show you how much fuel I got remaining. Used 13.3. And I don't have an ox tank, so. And that's what my throttle looks like with my fuel leaned. And then I've got the friction lock on right here to kind of keep it there. And the data recorder for all of this is, data recorder is right here. And that records everything. So every once in a while that data recorder green light will pop on and it'll take all my engine parameters, cylinder head, exhaust gas, oil temperature, you name it. And it'll put it on a memory. And then when I want to download it, I plug my laptop into this thing here, and I click download on the switch here. Now if I want to burst, if I see something unusual happening and I want my maintenance people to see that, I just click this switch to burst, and what it'll do, it'll download everything all the time, not just every 5 minutes or whatever it's set for. Can't recall. That was the bottom end of Lake McGregor. Actually, it goes about halfway down still. That's there was more ice fishing going on there. And there's infamous wind farm stuff out here. They just keep on building more and more of them. I don't know what one of those things costs, but they're talking about $1 million a pop.
Okotoks traffic, Golf Yankee Foxtrot, just at 4600. Over to C, west of the field, you're crossing midfield momentarily. Golf Yankee Foxtrot.
So that thing has to generate quite a bit of power before it ever makes some money. Costs you $1 million to put one of those things up. And they understand the blades on those things have a lifespan of only, well, actually 25 years. And then they don't know what to do with them, so they're burying them. So I don't know. Used to use these on farms way back when. We had generators on top of a pole. Make them ourselves. That's just the beginning of a couple of rows there, folks. There's a lot more behind me. Like a lot more. It seems the further south I get, the warmer it gets up here. It's now about almost 5 degrees on the plus side. When I was preheating the airplane in the hangar there, it was -5. we'll just head back up Lake McGregor here. Sort of my normal local flight when I've got no place to go. And that seems to be the thing these days. We just fly around and, I don't know, just get away from it all. So I've been up about 31, 32 minutes now. I lost a little bit of altitude there while I was bombing over the ice fishing areas there. So we'll just gradually climb back up. So for those of you who've been watching this maybe for the first time or my channel, that's my verb. And I've got this on it. You'll see the silver paper on it that reflects the sun because verbs have a tendency to get very warm. So I just have this little piece of cardboard on top of it, reflects the sunlight. That's my prop tack, and it just runs off a 9-volt battery. Gives you your RPM based on a little sensor that's in the front, and it just reads how fast your prop's going around. Bought this at Oshkosh, I don't know, 15, 20 years ago, I guess it was. And guy in Lansing, I think, was selling them. He no longer sells it. I think you can still get these through Aircraft Spruce. So they're called prop tack. They may be called something else, but it's both for 3-bladed and 2-bladed props. There's a little switch at the side, and you can see it set here for 2-bladed prop. And it's got a little off-on switch on the side. And if it doesn't sense any activity for, I forget, a couple of minutes or something, it just shuts off automatically. I probably showed you this before on the Flight Plan Go app. It's actually quite good in that regard. Once I get my little problem resolved here with this map issue, but I'll just show you how I do this. You know, I'm sure all the other ones have it too, but like this is a free app, folks. It doesn't cost you anything, and even the maps, all the maps you've got in here are free. High level, low level, you name it. It's all free. The sectionals, and that's both for Canada, U.S. So that's basically all I need. And I'll just show you here. I'm just flying around right now. So there you are. There's a little airplane. Now, if I wanted to say I'm going to go back to Vulcan now, which, well, in any airport. So what I do is I click my routes here, okay, and I say create a new route, which is right here. So there it is. It's a blank sheet. So I want to go from present position, which is P/P. It gives you your lat long. And you want to go to your home airport, let's say. So you go down to the little typing thing here, CFX6. And you say done. Okay. What it did, it drew a route from where I am now to my home airport. So now all I basically do is get on that line, get the little airplane on that line, and I'll be heading home. So as you can see, I've been flying for 45 minutes now. So I'll probably get a good hour in today. There you can see the airplane's flying back towards its course to get home. Now I can overlay with my Dynon here. I can take that and use the GPS on that, so I can use the external GPS on that, and then via Bluetooth it'll overlay weather on here, my METARs, and upper winds, and that'll all be transposed onto this screen. Now the only thing is, in about this neck of the woods, it's kind of hard to get to those antennas. It'll show traffic as well. So if you got ADS-B, it'll show up on here as your altitude and so forth. Now I don't have that in my aircraft, the ADS-B. I don't have that on this aircraft, and it's not required yet. It'll be required in Canada at some point in time, but we're going a different way as far as the states are. We're doing it a little bit different. I think we're going to go the satellite way instead of ground stations. So your antenna has to be on top of the fuselage instead of in the States. I think they use the ones pointing down below. I was looking at those other ones that are the wingtip ones, or the ones on your tail as well, where they fit right onto your tail navigation lights. But since we don't need any here, I'm not going to spend $1,000 or so, or whatever it's going to cost to put it in, and the initial cost. I may look at that if Oshkosh is a go this year. If it is, then I may have another look at it, but we'll see how things go. Vulcan traffic is Cherokee Charlie Charlie November, 8 nautical miles to the east of the field, just passing through 5,300 for an overhead arrival Vulcan, and we're on a gradual descent. Vulcan traffic is Cherokee Charlie Charlie November. Okay, just switched over to the right tank, so I put the boost pump on just for a few minutes here. Just turn the see and be seen light on here. I just flipped on my landing light. Vulcan traffic, Cherokee Charlie Charlie November, 5 nautical miles northeast of the field, is passing through 5,200 on a gradual descent for an overhead arrival Vulcan. Vulcan traffic is Cherokee Charlie Charlie November. And Vulcan traffic, Charlie Charlie November, overhead the field is 5,000, and we'll be joining for a left-hand downwind runway 34 Vulcan. Vulcan traffic, Cherokee Charlie Charlie November's on a left downwind runway 34, full stop, and a backtrack, Vulcan. Okay, downwind. Seat belts, fuel pump on, landing lights are on. Fuel selector is already on the right tank, which is the fullest. Mixture. Flaps. Yeah, I'll need flaps. But I gotta slow it down first. Okay, there we got 100. First notch your flap. Okay, everything's on. Vulcan traffic, Charlie Charlie November, turning funnel, runway 34, full stop in the backtrack, Vulcan. There's a bit of wind up here. Get on the center line here. There's more wind up here than I thought there was. Vulcan traffic, Cherokee Charlie Charlie November is backtracking, runway 34 for the ramp. Well, thanks for coming along again, folks. Another good day. Enjoyed it. Like and subscribe, you know the normal things. Down bottom, bottom right of your screen, there's a little thing that says subscribe, so click that. I'd appreciate it. And we'll get this old bird back to the hangar out here. Yeah, I try to put up as many vlogs as I can these days. Not quite sure how many more I can do because hopefully it'll get to some point where we can start going somewhere. I'd like to get back out and go someplace for lunch or something, but restaurants are all shut down. Vulcan traffic, Cherokee, Charlie Charlie November is clear, runway 34 for the ramp. Vulcan. Okay, that was an hour and 2 minutes of flying. Oh, let's see what have I got left here. Okay. 30 gallons. Okay, that's good enough.